Hi, welcome to all. Now I'm going to present about the advantages of voice search optimization in 2019. What is voice search optimization? The way people search for information online is changing. Increasingly, people are using voice search on their smartphones, tablets or voice assistants to search for information on the internet. If you're using an Apple device, Google Voice Search is popular on Android devices and Microsoft's Cortana is useful on your PC and smartphone using their Voice Engine Optimization, VEO, is Chatmeter's trademark term for voice-based search engine optimization. VEO entails optimizing your content, location, and brand information to increase your likelihood of powering voice search results. You can see the image, that icon for using most devices voice search. Introduction. Mobile devices, smartphones and smart home devices featuring digital assistants like Siri, Cortana, Alexa and Google Assistant are invading our lives. These new voice devices and technology make it easier than ever for people to simply ask a question and get information from their device. This allows for a more natural way to interact with machines using a conversational voice. Using your voice, you can now play music, turn on your lights, search for a local pizza restaurant, order products and get information on everything from breaking news to the weather. Since search engines were first introduced to the mainstream in the mid-1990s, users have learned how to succinctly enter keyword phrases to find information on the internet using a PC. Unlike search keyword phrases that you type into your computer, voice search is more conversational and natural in tone. Voice search is also typically mobile and often locally focused. Voice search queries are also usually longer than typical text keyword search queries. It's important to remember that the whole purpose of these new technologies is for the device to provide the best results for on-the-go searchers. To do this, the devices try to find easily identifiable, short and relevant pieces of content to serve back to the searcher. Here are some tips that can help you optimize for voice search. Mobile searches. They fail to realize that voice search is growing in popularity and it is becoming more crucial than ever to include it as part of a marketing campaign. Voice search is only going to grow more important over time and marketers need to start developing their voice marketing strategies now to stay competitive. Internet trend reports show that 20% of mobile searches were made using voice search in 2016 and that number only continues to rise. With new products and more refined technology, digital assistants are becoming a more typical and frequently used household item. Companies like Apple, Microsoft and Amazon all have their own versions of digital assistants that deliver information to users quickly and effectively. Advantage of voice search optimization. 2020 voice searches are expected to account for 50% of all online queries, so that means some serious changes to the way marketers optimize. Voice search assistants such as Siri or Alexa keep track of the way people search and their personal data in order to deliver customized user experience. People often prefer how quickly they can search for something and get the information they need. One of the reasons that voice search optimization is different from traditional SEO is related to the way people search for things using their voice. Since people can simply talk to their voice assistant instead of typing in questions, they tend to use more natural language. That means your usual keywords and phrases might not be effective for voice search because they don't reflect the way a person would ask a question out loud. Google Voice Search. Google Voice Search is a function that allows users to search the web using Google through spoken voice commands rather than typing. Google Voice Search can be used on both desktop and mobile searches. In some instances, users must say a wake phrase to tell Google to begin analyzing what the user says, which is "Okay, Google." This can be done either via a hands-free voice command on certain mobile devices and operating systems, or by tapping or clicking on the microphone icon to the right of the main Google search. Optimization. The use of Siri and its counterparts on an Android platform is extensive. People want their problems to be solved without having to invest time in typing. To get things done, people don't follow a set pattern. But there are some preferences by the user. You can optimize the local search by understanding the pattern and preference in people's way of voice search. This local optimization on local levels is something which will help you rank higher in the local space and will help you understand the voice search SEO and gain a grip on it slowly but firmly. Have you ever tried to search for some data online when you were multitasking and couldn't type the text? It would be quite challenging without the opportunity to conduct a voice search. Different languages. When people are speaking and not typing, they can say words in any language. The majority of questions and through speech recognition should be able to identify the keyword in different languages and then map the accurate result against it. This can happen when the search engine is versatile enough and has a repository of different languages. Relevant verbal keywords. As the input is speech, you need to do a thorough research to find the relevant and frequent keyword. Mobile is the platform where people can enter in voice-based queries. Marketers can do the research in the queries entered in the mobile space, identify the keywords and then implement those keywords in their algorithms for SEO. Another challenge in finding out the keywords in the diction. Although the words might be the same, people across the world have different ways to pronounce it. Siri, Cortana, and other platforms are able to identify the different dictions. Marketers can use the data that these voice recognition tools use. Search engines have a pool of data from where the information can be gathered and analyzed. Content rebuilding. Until now, there has not been any attention paid to the voice-based SEO, and rightly so, as it was not into existence. The content created and marketed was only based on the traditional method of getting the keywords. Now, since there will be a different approach to look at things, the content would need to be reworked. As it is advisable to change content to rank higher on the Google's index. Nothing would be better than recreating content with the trending voice search-based keyword. Long-tail keywords. Short-tail keywords have already diminished in importance, and conversational search is bound to decrease their prominence even further. People don't use voice search the same way they ordinarily type into a search engine. They ask more direct queries, to get more relevant answers. This is where long-tail keywords in your content come in handy. Using these keywords helps increase the chances of your content ranking in voice search engine result pages. Consider the questions people are more likely to ask. Now that you already understand your target audience, consider what type of questions they'll mostly be asking when looking for your products and services. The focus should be on providing a direct and concise answer for better ranking. Your focus shouldn't just be on the keyword, but how the question will be phrased, including extra words that will be used in order to get a concise answer. Build your content around these queries. Develop content with an informal tone. Unlike text search, voice search is not just direct, but often colloquial. Consider how people generally speak, to develop content to match their tone. Try out voice search. The best way to understand how voice search will impact your website and business is by actually trying it out. Play around with voice search to find out how your competition is ranking. You'll also have a chance to learn more about long-tail keywords, and how they boost your ranking.